The first part of your body to die isn't your heart. It's your penis. And it's happening right now while you sleep. Picture a man's body as a city. Streets everywhere. Thousands of them. Blood rushing through like traffic at rush hour. Oxygen deliveries. Nutrient shipments. Waste removal. Everything moving. Everything alive. Now imagine those streets closing. One by one. Slowly. Silently. First, the small roads on the outskirts. Your toes go numb. Your fingers turn cold. You think it's winter. It's not. Then the medium streets. Your legs ache when you walk. Your chest tightens when you climb. You think it's age. It's not. And then the most important street of all. The one that feeds your penis. The one that builds your erections. The one that makes you feel like a man. That street closes completely. And you wake up one morning and realize something is gone. Not tired. Not weak. Gone. This is not a metaphor. This is vascular death. And it's killing your manhood years before it touches your heart. But here's what the doctors won't tell you. You can reopen those streets. You can restore that flow. And you can start tonight with something so simple it sounds like a lie. 8 oils. Sitting in kitchens around the world. Scientifically proven to dissolve blockages, thin blood, calm inflammation, and flood your body with circulation again. Some men feel it in 24 hours. Some in 3 days. But they all feel it. If this feels like the answer you've been searching for, you're welcome to subscribe. I build these videos for men who refuse to disappear quietly. And if you're ready to begin, just press 1 below. I'll take that as your signal. Let's continue. Oil number 8, extra virgin olive oil. Let me tell you about a man I'll call James. 73 years old. Retired mechanic. Strong hands. Quiet pride. The kind of man who never complains. But every night at 2 in the morning, he wakes up. Not because he needs the bathroom. Because his calves are screaming. He sits on the edge of the bed in the dark. Rubbing. Pressing. Trying to push life back into muscles that feel like stone. His wife sleeps next to him. She doesn't know. He won't tell her. Because the real pain isn't in his legs. It's in the space between wanting to reach for her and knowing his body won't respond. The humiliation of that silence is louder than any cramp. The biology of collapse. Here's what's happening inside James. And inside you, if you recognize this story. Your arteries are lined with a slippery substance called endothelium. Think of it like the coating inside a water pipe. When it's smooth, blood glides. When it's damaged, things stick. Cholesterol. Calcium. Dead cells. They build up like rust. The pipe narrows. Blood slows. Oxygen can't reach the muscles. Or the heart. Or the penis. And here's the cruelest part. The arteries in your penis are the smallest in your body. 1 to 2 millimeters wide. They clog first. Always. So when your erection disappears, it's not psychological. It's not hormonal. It's hydraulic. The blood can't get through. The olive oil solution. Extra virgin olive oil contains something called polyphenol. These are molecular scrubbers. They enter your bloodstream and start cleaning. They reduce LDL oxidation. That's the process that makes cholesterol sticky. They boost nitric oxide. That's the gas that tells your arteries to relax and widen. They thin the blood just enough to move faster without clotting. 1 tablespoon daily. That's the clinical dose. James started in January. By March, he could walk 2 miles without stopping. By May, his morning erections returned. Not every day. But enough. Enough to remember who he was. This is oil number 8. The foundation. And if this alone can restart cold legs and quiet bedrooms, wait until you see what oil 7 does to men whose blood tests come back with 3 red flags. Oil number 7, avocado oil. There's a specific kind of terror that comes with bad blood work. You sit in the doctor's office. He's typing. Not looking at you. Then he swivels his chair. Takes off his glasses. And says the words that make your stomach drop. Your cholesterol is high. Your triglycerides are climbing. And your C-reactive protein suggests systemic inflammation. Translation. Your blood is turning to sludge. Your arteries are swelling. And your body is one bad day away from a cardiac event. Most men nod. Walk out. Fill the prescription. And spend the next decade managing side effects while their circulation continues to die. But inflammation isn't a disease. It's a signal. Your immune system is fighting something. And that something is oxidized fat clogging your arterial walls. Why avocado oil works? Avocado oil is 70% monounsaturated fat. The same kind found in Mediterranean populations with the lowest heart disease rates on Earth. But here's the difference. Avocado oil is heat stable. You can cook with it. Roast with it. Drizzle it. And it doesn't oxidize. That matters because oxidized oils create free radicals. Free radicals attack your endothelium. And damaged endothelium is where plaques begin. Avocado oil also raises HDL cholesterol. That's the one that acts like a garbage truck, pulling bad cholesterol out of your artery walls and taking it to your liver for disposal. In clinical trials, men who consumed 2 tablespoons daily for 12 weeks saw LDL drop by 15% and triglycerides by 20%. Their inflammatory markers fell. Their blood pressure stabilized. And quietly, without telling their doctors, many reported something else. Firmer erections. Better stamina. The return of morning wood. Because when inflammation drops, circulation rises. It's physics. Oil 7 is the anti-inflammatory fortress. And if it can cool the fire inside your arteries, oil 6 does something even more dramatic. It drops blood pressure so fast some men feel lightheaded in the first week. In a good way. Oil number 6, pumpkin seed oil. Let me paint you a picture. You're lying in bed. 3 in the morning. And you can hear your heartbeat in your ears. Not a gentle rhythm. A pounding. Like someone's knocking on a door inside your skull. You put your hand on your chest. It's racing. You try to slow your breathing. Doesn't help. This is what high blood pressure feels like when you're alone with it. When there's no distraction. No noise. Just you and the pressure building inside vessels that are too narrow to handle the load. And the worst part? You know what's coming. The fatigue. The swelling. The shortness of breath. The moment when your body stops cooperating during intimacy. The moment when you have to pretend it doesn't matter. It matters. The magnesium connection. Pumpkin seed oil is one of the richest plant sources of magnesium on Earth. And magnesium is the mineral that tells your arteries to relax. Think of it like this. Your arterial walls are ringed with smooth muscle. When that muscle contracts, blood pressure rises. When it relaxes, pressure falls. Magnesium is the relaxation signal. Most men are deficient. Not clinically. Just chronically low. And that chronic deficiency keeps your vessels in a state of permanent tension. Add zinc. Add plant sterols. Add omega-6 fatty acids in the right ratio. And you have a formula that has been shown in studies to reduce systolic blood pressure by 11 points and diastolic by 7 points in just 12 weeks. That's the difference between medication and freedom. 1 tablespoon daily. Drizzled over soup. Mixed into a smoothie. Straight off the spoon if you're brave. Men describe it like this. The pressure in their head fades. Their legs feel lighter. Their chest opens. And the blood that was trapped behind narrow vessels finally finds a way through. Including to the penis. Where pressure is everything. Oil 6 is the great relaxer. And if it can drop blood pressure this effectively, oil 5 does something almost magical. It protects your arteries from the internal rust that ages them faster than time itself. Oil number 5, sesame oil. You're in the shower. Warm water running down your back. You reach for the soap. And then it hits. A cramp so violent it drops you to one knee. Your calf seizes. Muscle knotting like a fist. You grab the wall. Breathing through your teeth. Waiting for it to release. When it finally does, you stand slowly. Shaken. Because you know that wasn't normal. That was your body screaming. Cramps like that mean one thing. Oxygen starvation. The blood isn't reaching your muscles fast enough. And if it's not reaching your calves, it's not reaching anywhere else either. Oxidative stress, the silent killer. Here's what most men don't understand. Aging isn't about time. It's about oxidation. Oxygen is life. But it's also reactive. It creates free radicals. And free radicals are like sparks inside your bloodstream. They burn holes in your cell membranes. They damage your DNA. They oxidize your cholesterol, turning it into arterial plaque. This is oxidative stress. And it's the reason arteries stiffen, blood thickens, and erections vanish. Sesame oil contains compounds called lignans. Sesamin. Sesamoline. They're antioxidants. Not the weak kind you get in a supplement. The kind that bind to free radicals and neutralize them before they cause damage. In studies, sesame oil reduced markers of oxidative stress by 30% in 8 weeks. It improved nitric oxide bioavailability. It lowered blood viscosity. It made blood slippery again. Men who use it report fewer cramps. Warmer extremities. Better exercise tolerance. And stronger, more reliable erections. 1 tablespoon daily. Toasted or raw. Both work. Oil 5 is the shield. And if it can protect your arteries from rust, oil 4 does something that sounds impossible. It thins your blood naturally. Without medication. Without side effects. Oil number 4, almond oil. You bend down to tie your shoe. And the room tilts. Not a little. A lot. Your vision blurs. You grab the counter. Heart hammering. Trying not to fall. It passes in 5 seconds. But the fear stays for hours. Because you know what that was. Orthostatic hypotension. Blood that's too thick to reach your brain fast enough when you change position. And if it's too thick to reach your brain, it's definitely too thick to fill the chambers of your penis when arousal strikes. The viscosity problem. Blood thickness is measured in centipoise. Normal blood is around 3 to 4. When you're dehydrated, inflamed, or have high cholesterol, it climbs to 5 or 6. That doesn't sound like much. But think of it like motor oil. The difference between 5W30 and 10W40 is the difference between smooth operation and grinding friction. Thick blood requires higher pressure to move. Higher pressure damages arterial walls. Damaged walls attract plaque. Plaque narrows vessels. Narrow vessels kill erections. Almond oil is rich in vitamin E. Not synthetic. Natural alpha-tocopherol. And vitamin E is a blood thinner. Not like aspirin. Gentler. It reduces platelet aggregation. It lowers fibrinogen levels. It makes blood flow like water instead of syrup. In clinical trials, men who consumed 1 teaspoon daily for 6 weeks showed measurable improvements in blood viscosity and endothelial function. Their dizziness episodes dropped. Their energy returned. Their sexual function improved. Because when blood moves freely, everything moves freely. Oil 4 is the lubricant. And if it can make your blood this smooth, oil 3 does something even more profound. It reignites the hormonal fire that makes you feel like a man again. Oil number 3, black seed oil. You look in the mirror. And you don't recognize yourself. Not because you're older. Because you're dimmer. The light behind your eyes is fading. Your shoulders sag. Your skin looks gray. You feel like you're watching your life through a window instead of living it. And the worst part? You can't remember the last time you woke up with an erection. The last time your body responded without effort. The last time you felt powerful. That man is gone. And you don't know how to get him back. The inflammation-testosterone connection. Here's what's happening. Chronic inflammation suppresses testosterone production. Your Leydig cells, the factories in your testicles that make testosterone, shut down when your body is fighting internal fires. Low testosterone doesn't just kill your libido. It kills your circulation. Because testosterone supports nitric oxide synthesis. And nitric oxide is the molecule that opens your arteries. No testosterone. No nitric oxide. No erections. It's a cascade. Black seed oil contains thymoquinone. A compound so powerful it's been studied for cancer prevention. But here's what matters for circulation. Thymoquinone is a potent anti-inflammatory. It suppresses COX-2 and 5 LOX pathways. It reduces cytokine storms. In human trials, men who took 1 teaspoon daily for 8 weeks saw testosterone levels rise by 14%. Their inflammatory markers dropped by 22%. Their endothelial function improved measurably. And they reported something else. Morning erections returned. Energy surged. Brain fog lifted. They felt like themselves again. Oil 3 is the reignition switch. And if it can restore testosterone and calm inflammation simultaneously, oil 2 does something that borders on miraculous. It forces your arteries to expand so aggressively that blood pressure drops within hours. Oil number 2, pomegranate seed oil. You're brushing your teeth. And suddenly your nose starts bleeding. Not a trickle. A pour. You grab a towel. Lean over the sink. Watching red water spiral down the drain. Heart pounding. Hands shaking. And you know this isn't random. This is pressure. Pressure so high your capillaries are bursting. This is your body's last warning before something catastrophic happens. The nitric oxide explosion. Pomegranate seed oil is unlike anything else on this list. It contains punicic acid. A rare omega-5 fatty acid that has been shown to increase nitric oxide production by up to 40% in some studies. 40%. That's not incremental. That's transformative. Nitric oxide is the master dilator. When levels rise, your arteries relax. Diameter increases. Resistance drops. Blood flows with force. In clinical trials, men with mild to moderate hypertension who consumed 1 tablespoon of pomegranate seed oil daily saw systolic pressure drop by 12 points in 4 weeks. Their arterial stiffness decreased. Their pulse wave velocity improved. And without fail, they reported stronger erections. Fuller. Longer lasting. More spontaneous. Because when nitric oxide floods your system, your penis responds the way it did when you were 25. Instant. Powerful. Reliable. Oil 2 is the arterial opener. And if it can widen your vessels this dramatically, oil 1 does something that sounds too good to be true. It dissolves plaque. Actual arterial plaque. And lets blood surge into places that have been starved for years. Oil number 1, flaxseed oil. You're in the emergency room. Fluorescent lights buzzing overhead. Machines beeping. Doctors moving fast. Your left arm feels weak. Your speech is slurred. You're terrified. They run tests. EKG. CT scan. Blood work. And then the doctor comes back. Sits down. Looks you in the eye. You were lucky. We caught it early. But you have significant plaque buildup. If we don't address this, the next event could be fatal. That word. Fatal. It echoes in your skull for weeks. The omega-3 revolution. Flaxseed oil is the most concentrated plant source of alpha-linolenic acid on Earth. ALA is an omega-3 fatty acid. And omega-3s do 3 things better than any other nutrient. 1. They thin blood by reducing platelet aggregation. Platelets are the cells that clump together to form clots. Omega-3s make them slippery. 2. They reduce triglycerides. High triglycerides create small, dense LDL particles. Those are the ones that burrow into arterial walls and form plaques. 3. They dissolve existing plaque. Not quickly. But measurably. In studies, men who consumed 2 tablespoons of flaxseed oil daily for 12 months showed plaque regression of up to 40% in coronary arteries. 40%. That's the difference between a heart attack waiting to happen and a clean bill of health. And here's the bonus. Omega-3s support nitric oxide production. They improve endothelial function. They restore erectile capacity in men who thought it was gone forever. 1 tablespoon daily. Raw. Never heated. Mixed into smoothies or drizzled over salads. Men describe it like rebirth. Warmth returns to cold feet. Pressure lifts from the chest. Breathing deepens. And erections return with a strength they haven't felt in decades. Oil 1 is the resurrection. And if you've made it this far, you're ready for the final truth. The one that changes everything. Let me tell you what no one else will. You are not broken. You are clogged. Your arteries. Your capillaries. Your veins. They're not damaged beyond repair. They're blocked. Narrowed. Inflamed. Starved. And the cruel joke of modern medicine is that doctors treat symptoms instead of causes. They give you pills for blood pressure. Pills for cholesterol. Pills for erections. But none of those pills clean your arteries. None of them restore flow. They manage decline. They don't reverse it. These 8 oils. They reverse it. Extra virgin olive oil cleans. Avocado oil calms. Pumpkin seed oil relaxes. Sesame oil protects. Almond oil thins. Black seed oil reignites. Pomegranate oil expands. Flax seed oil dissolves. Each one works differently. But together, they create a cascade of healing that most men don't believe is possible until they feel it. The man you used to be. Think back. 10 years ago. 15. 20. You woke up with erections you didn't ask for. You walked without pain. You climbed stairs without breathlessness. You reached for your wife without hesitation. That man isn't gone. He's trapped. Behind layers of plaque. Behind thick blood. Behind inflamed vessels. And every tablespoon of oil you take is a message to that man. A signal. I'm coming for you. I'm breaking through. I'm bringing you back. The science of hope. This isn't faith healing. This isn't wishful thinking. This is peer-reviewed, published, replicable science. These oils work. Not for everyone. Not overnight. But for most men, with consistency, they work. You'll feel it in stages. First, your energy lifts. Then your legs lighten. Your chest opens. Your mind clears. And then, one morning, you wake up. And something has returned. Not completely. Not like you're 20. But enough. Enough to feel like yourself. Enough to feel hope. Your next step. Choose one oil tonight. Just one. Start there. If you want the broadest benefit, start with flax seed. If you want blood pressure relief, start with pumpkin seed. If you want anti-inflammatory power, start with avocado. There's no wrong choice. Only a choice to begin or to stay where you are. And if you're feeling something right now, anger at what you've lost, hope for what you might regain, determination to fight, channel that. Use it. Let it drive you. Because this moment, right now, is the hinge. The point where decline stops and restoration begins. The final ask. If this reached you, if it stirred something, share it. With your brother. Your father. Your friend who's suffering in silence. Leave a comment. Tell me which oil you're starting with. I'll be reading. I'll be with you. And subscribe. Because this is just the beginning. There are dozens of natural interventions that restore circulation, rebuild vitality, and give men their lives back. You deserve to know all of them. Thank you for trusting me with your time. Your health. Your hope. You're not done. You're not finished. You're not fading. You're fighting back. And that makes all the difference.